So, you know that saying, buy once, or cry later? I think it goes something like that. But I'm still in the crying phase because I spent $50 on a shirt stay when I have one that does the exact same thing for 12 bucks. So in this video, I'm going to compare the highly rated KK&J shirt stay versus my cheap Amazon one. Let's get started. Now, this is not a paid sponsorship video or anything of that sort. KK&J nor Amazon provided me product for this review video, so both were purchased by me, and hopefully I can write this off on my taxes because 50 bucks, man, come on. All right, so let's start with the build quality between the two. The Amazon one comes with an adjustable band for around the thigh that includes 3 straps, which are also adjustable, and at the end of those three straps includes clamps with plastic teeth. KK&J is a slightly different design, using the same width band with a little print on it, but does not include as much adjustment buckles as the Amazon one. It has an adjustment buckle for the calf, as well for adjusting the length, and it is met with 2 straps that are separated by this full grain leather tab, which they refer to as their stabilizer. Now, rather than using clamps or teeth, they have an interesting button locking mechanism. All right, now that I gave you a rundown on the build quality, let's compare some, key features that I find important in a shirt stay. First is ease of use. Now, the Amazon shirt stay requires a bit more effort to throw on because it's easy to confuse which side is the right side, and you got to make sure the straps are also not twisted when you're clipping the clamps to your shirt. See that? Now, for KK&J, you would always be sure you put it on correctly because the printed side should be facing out. So the design is, the little print isn't there just for decoration. So kudos to them for doing this. Next, functionality. And what do I mean by that? Does it keep your shirt tucked in throughout the day without adjustments? Both do their job very well, given that you adjusted everything correctly the first time. But I will note that even though both hold the shirt down, I noticed that the KK&J do not leave those teeth marks behind like the Amazon ones. I want to note that the Amazon has 3 straps, one for the front, side, and back. The KK&J only has 2 straps for the front and the back. I noticed that there really isn't much difference on how much of the shirt tucks out if you were to put just these 2 on in the front and the back. But if you put one in the front and one on the side, then yeah, you're gonna get some of that shirt poking out from the back. So I mean, it depends how you put it on. I kind of want to say that the Amazon one has the upper hand on this one, but it's close. It depends how you put it on. Aside from that, the fasteners do work well, but I find that the Amazon ones stay locked in more securely during the stress test. The KK&J is more of a hook closure, and I think they did this to not have that metal buckle rest on your skin because it can bite into it and be uncomfortable. But I haven't had any issues with it coming undone or anything. It's just like the Amazon one has a stronger lock, but that buckle is gonna rest on your skin. Next is quality. Okay, the Amazon shirt stay does feel cheap, flimsy, clanky with the clamps, but they get the job done though, and I've had them for years. K&J quality build feels much higher, less noisy as well than the Amazon ones. Comfort. Now, trying a shirt stay for the first time is an acquired feeling, but if I were to choose which was the most comfortable, then I'll have to go with the KK&J one. I feel the band is sturdier when you are moving around or sitting, whereas the Amazon feels more of a pull or bounce. You see, there's a lot of pull and bounce on this one. You would feel that. You would feel like a bungee cord motion every time you sit or stretch. And this is probably due to the band being much thinner on the Amazon one because these don't require much effort to stretch. KK&J ones are just more rigid in general. But overall, if you want to go the cheap route, then by all means go for it. It will still keep your shirt tucked in, but you saw the difference between the two. And from here on out, I'm running with the KK and J shirt stays. I mean, I paid $50 for it. But I'm not really that mad that I spent that much on a shirt stay though, because it did make dressing up less of a hassle when I was using these, and they're much higher quality. I just like how I'm able just to put it on and just button it up like while I have the shirt on. For these, you can't really do this when you have a shirt on because you'll mess up some way or another. You're just gonna twist there. It's not gonna clamp right. You have to do it with the shirt off on a flat surface. Anyways, guys, that wraps up this little compare and contrast video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you own any of these, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But I'm also going to make sure I link both of these products in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.